Hey there, welcome to Pulpmx Classic Commentary. I'm your host, Steve Mathis. With me this week, we're doing 88 Pontiac, and with me, helping me call the race is...
Ron Lechien.
Ronnie, thank you for doing this, man. Here we are at the Palatial Maxima offices, and there's Larry Huffman.
Yeah, the
God.
Supermouth, man.
Did
he
you-
was the guy.
Did you hang out with Larry outside of the races? Like,
Not really.
No,
I mean,
okay.
I would see him around, and obviously, if we get up on the podium, we got a chance to to see him and talk with him. But yeah, no, not a whole bunch. I mean, but he did kind of make it around. You know, he was out hanging around in the infield. And
the reason I say that is because when you hear him announcing, he talks about you guys kind of. I was talking to Ronnie. I was talking to Ward. So you're like, well, how much does this guy really talk to these guys?
Well, I mean,
you know?
we definitely talked about it. I wouldn't say we hung out anywhere else away from the races. But, yeah, during the races, he'd be down on the floor when we were doing, press days and stuff like that. So we did develop a relationship, and he was a
great
really
announcer.
Good guy.
Yeah, great
really
announcer.
Guy.
He also did like commercials in the LA area for like mattress stores.
Yeah. I would hear him driving up through LA, and you could just tell his voice, and you're like, oh, man, he's doing some other.
Pontiac Silverdome, it was good for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, I always did really well at Pontiac. I really like the dirt there. I do pretty good in the ruts, and some of the other guys struggle in ruts. And that track always had the soil was like real wet, and it just you step on it, and it kind of squishes under your feet, so it would rut up really big. And I do well there.
88, you're riding Cowies. Number 4, you had a pretty bad 86 season. 87, you started coming around. 88 now, again, riding well. And there's RJ.
Yeah, that's San Diego right there.
We're recapping some of the races.
Yeah, that's the San Diego Supercross right there. I remember that one. 88 was pretty good for me. I think I did have one win, and most of the other races I was behind the two trainer guys.
There you are.
Yeah, there's
Bad Bone Motif.
That actually, whoa.
Looks like they were recapping. You might have won that one. They were throwing a checkers flag.
Yeah. Most of the year I followed Rick and Wardy around. They, I had the speed for, a few laps, but once the endurance came into it, those guys kind of motored away from me, and I had a big gap on 4th, so there really wasn't anybody pressuring me. And like I said, most of that season to me was uneventful because I kind of rode around in 3rd most of the year.
What were they? Was it just
Which
better?
was a podium? Hey,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a big
yeah.
deal these days. Wasn't in those days, but
look at these guys on the starting line.
Yeah, the old answer gear. Look at that stuff.
Well, yeah, and those guys had you figure endurance on you. I mean, is that looking like they just trained harder?
Yeah, they did. I mean, both those guys were, totally into training, and and I was just the opposite at the time. There's old Sean Kalos.
Sean Kalos.
Yeah,
he was a big guy, huh?
First guy to ever have a full-on semi at the races.
There you are, right next to the box.
Yeah, old Bad Bones. Yeah, I always liked the box too. It's a good place to start. Give you
Stanton,
a little room.
number 8, Chicken on a 250. I don't know who 29 is. Maybe that Frizz.
I'm thinking maybe that or not DeHoop.
Oh, there's Mike Fisher.
Yeah, there you go.
Here we go. Heat 1, 250cc, and gate drops. There's Dogger off.
Yeah, I always liked the heats. The heats were short, and I knew it. So,
hey,
not a very good start there.
Bad start
that's
for you.
Sure, yeah.
Look at who's that? Oh, Chicken into the lead. Did you like going into the stands?
I did. It was pretty cool, except that turn was really super tight, so you had to watch out. If you went running in there on a start and and got on the inside, you'd get stacked up pretty hard right there. That looks like Dubach, I'm thinking.
It is.
Yeah,
it's
Dubach and Chicken.
Dubach, always a good starter, huh? Always.
Yeah, always. Even to this day, he's.
Which you just raced against him in the World Vets.
Just raced against him in the World Vets, and I've seen some of the photos, and I was amazed.
Did he whole shot you?
Oh, by a mile. I couldn't believe how far ahead he was.
And Glover broke his leg in wrist or leg in '87. That's hence the number 44.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I won one night of this round. I don't know if it was this night or the other night. Because now that I'm starting to remember the track,
we'll see. I didn't watch beforehand, but and Chicken was a 125 guy. Oh, look at that!
Oh, there you go. He just got punted by
Glover.
I think it was Dubach.
Was that Dubach?
I think. Oh no, it was
Glover.
Glover.
Yeah. Which uncharacteristic for Brock, huh?
Well, there he goes. Stalls his bike. That'll get you
Look
back.
at the Dogger on the inside.
Just put him down there too. Here we go. Come on, coming back.
Look at
a little
you never
outside
sit
line.
down.
I like that.
You just never sit down in these.
That was a hot move. I just got 3 guys in 2 turns.
Look at you. You're all amazed with yourself.
I like that. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I don't.
An inside on Dubach.
If you sit down, then it takes that much more energy to stand back up. So I had to figure it out.
Really, what do you think of this bike? What do you remember?
The 88 bike was good. We were getting it dialed in. It actually was even a little bit better in 89, and I wished I would have had a chance to ride the 90 bikes a little bit because they were leaps and bounds better. But, yeah, this is looking pretty good here. I'm pretty happy with this pick.
Oh, a little quicker.
Whipper. Oh,
a
Case about killed myself when I landed.
I don't even have the guys getting that. It's just excited about watching themselves, but you're into it.
I'm my own biggest fan, man.
I know you like the Dalmatians, but this was your best look, Ronnie. Bad
bone stuff. Yeah, I kind of stuck with my style at that time.
Right. Whoops are pretty, like, even for today's, those are big. Those are
we're just kind of rhything them through them, though. You know, they weren't, no blitzing. No blitzing at that time, and we used to kind of come up with a little tap theory, wheelie in, hit one, and get over the next one. So.
Blitzing kind of didn't happen until like Bale, I heard, like early 90s or whatever.
Yeah, I tried my hardest to do it. I did a few overseas races with Bale, and I'd sit there and watch him and analyze what he was doing, and I would say, all right, I'm committing. I'm going to try it, and I'd go on my ass.
There's that myth about you that, hey, if Ronnie's on, none of us can beat him. You know what I mean? Did you know when you were on? Like, would you go to the track on Saturday morning or not maybe and just know it? Like, you know what I mean? You know the old story, like, hey.
I always felt good, and I always was fast. I would never really know how the race was going to play out for me. Okay, so
you wouldn't know ahead of time.
I wouldn't really know ahead of time because it just depended on how I felt. And, obviously I was always fast for a few laps. It just depended.
Yeah.
We got the
would you
track
do
that they
Would you do the drive up there from here?
I did when I rode for Honda. What happened? They just got him back, and we missed it again. Wardy just got back by him. We're talking and not paying attention here. Yeah, I'd make the drive to Simi Valley when I was riding for Honda.
From here?
Yeah, it was rough. If I had to be up there at 8, I'd have to leave at 5 in the morning or something.
Oh, man.
It wasn't too swell.
Yeah, really, huh? Jeez. Wow,
hey, then I went to Cowie, and then it was only an hour and a half away, and that was still rough.
Yeah. Look at this.
Oh, nice.
Wardy's into the camera, man.
I told you, he ain't afraid to punt Wardy off the track.
Man.
Hey, made that
what
race
a battle.
Made that race a lot easier.
Now, do you get him, I wonder, or are you just too tired?
I think I'm maybe a little too far back there to catch him.
He's looking back there for you.
Yeah, I'm like, good
look at that battle. Wow.
Yeah, that was a good race.
Nowadays, both of their entourages would have met in the pits and fought this out. You know what I mean? Because, there's no contact
or you run over.
Now. Yeah, there's no contact allowed like that.
Yeah, I don't dig that. I don't think it's the way it should be.
Right.
I mean, I understand that there's got to be some safety, but I mean, I like to see a little bit of rubbing, and I like to see guys get physical.
Stewart and Reed's,
and leave it on the track.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everything's so played up now. It's like
Stewart and Reed's thing in Phoenix was the biggest deal ever, and you're like,
yeah,
what?
Stupid.
Like,
yeah, totally stupid.
That was about a 2 on your scale of 1 to 10 of takeouts.
Yeah, I like to see some rubbing.
Come on, Dogger.
There you
go. You got to give RJ some credit.
Good ride, that was.
Okay.
I like the takeout move. That was classic. I told you you'd do it.
Yeah, you did. You did call that. RJ, very happy right now. 3rd on the night.
There you go. Hey.
Maybe we could have just saved everybody the trouble at the beginning and
it.
called it.
I think I'm going to get the podium. Yeah, like I said, I pretty much was there all year round. So
yeah,
I got a lot of 3rd place trophies.
Yeah, and a lot of. Did you get 3rd place bonuses then? Would that pay top 3?
I think so.
Yeah.
At the time, I had my accountant doing all that stuff, so I wasn't too.
There you are. You seem
got my
upset.
favorite hat on.
Now, how about that girl later?
Yeah, that'll work. Nice hair. They all would work at that time.
Yeah. You seem upset.
No, I'm just tired.
You do have a. Yeah, I guess everybody's got a towel.
Yeah.
Here's Wardy talking about RJ's takeout.
Should be over there socking RJ in the.
Kind of a little dirty on RJ's part there. Kind of moved over on him,
a little bit.
But like you. That's how things happened. That was frontier justice back in the day.
Exactly.
That's kind of how it went down.
Hey, we saved the end of the race, right? We'll just fix it right now. We won't have to deal with him the rest of the race.
Yeah.
He did come back good, though.
He did. Larry Myers, what do you remember?
Yeah, I had a good relationship with
Did you?
Larry. Larry was always around, great guy, and we hung out, more off the track than
Huffman.
for sure. He would attend some of the after Supercross parties and stuff like that. So I still see Larry, and he's
you do?
great.
Yeah. Cool, right on. Yeah, he's a face of Supercross or a voice of Supercross. He must have done 8 million of these events. Wardy back then too switched to axle boots and a kidney belt. Big deal in my world.
Yeah,
cool. Wardy switching gear.
Yeah, I don't know. I wore Cinesalo a little bit. I did like the axle boots back in the day. They were a little better, I thought, than some of the JT stuff. The JT stuff was pretty thin.
Yeah. You're talking to the girl, I think, right there.
Yeah, she's pretty cute.
RJ's got 3 hats on, not just 2. He's very excited about his take-up.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, girl's got his hand on him.
Wow. That's cool. I think he definitely deserved it after that.
Right.
Put his work in, and I'd like to see the next night of this race or
the night before, because I think this might have been Sunday morning because there was Sunday afternoon.
Double header.
Look at the girl.
Oh, how sweet.
Look at the girl. Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, grabbing his shoulder.
Yeah.
She's giving him some overt signals right there.
Yeah, there you go. After the race.
And you only got third, so maybe you didn't get those signals.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, good year. So 88, you got third in 250 Supercross. I think you get third outdoors.
Third
out in 500s too. I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't remember, to be honest with you. But yeah, I had a lot of thirds that year, and then 89 was a little bit different after RG got hurt, and some other guys stepped up in Supercross, and things started to change a little bit.
A little bit better. Well, hey, this has been the Pulpmx Classic Commentary. Thank you, Ron Lechien, for doing 88 Pontiac. Great walk down memory lane. Thanks.
Hey, thanks for having me.